Cole's Place, my name's Colin, great to have you along and thanks for tuning in to Tuesday Night Live. How are we all doing? Good evening, welcome. It is a little bit late, doesn't matter, 7:34 p.m. on Tuesday 28th of May 2024. Good evening, welcome. If you're watching on catch up, welcome to Cole's Place. My name's Colin, great to have you along. Go live every Tuesday night, round about this time, give or take a few minutes, and just for an hour, where we have a chat with all the sort of new and regular subscribers to the channel. So you're more than welcome to drop in the chat if you're new to the channel. If you are, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and hit the little bell for notifications. Hope everybody's well. First one in, if you can give me a sound and picture check, I'm just going to jump in on my phone so I can see what you're all saying, because I can't see it from there, from here. Oh, it's miles away. Right, okay, I think there's a couple in already. Let's have a look. Live from Bournemouth, there we go. Oh, look at that, straight in. Taz, hiya Taz, how you doing? Hi, Cole Saffron, everyone. Evening, Anne and Keith. Hello, mate. All right, Keith, all good, sounds good, and picture good. Wonderful, thank you very much. I hope everyone who had a bank holiday this weekend, wherever you're watching from, had a great bank holiday. I've had a massive bank holiday. I'm absolutely shattered still, but great fun nonetheless. Yeah, so I hope everybody's well. Hope we're all good. I'm in the midst of catching up with vlogs. I did say this time last week I'd be moaning because I've not seen any vlogs. I've not had a chance to do anything. But yeah, so I'm in the process of doing that. I've had a bit of a chill out day today. So Saf's on half term. Saf is with us. She's in the back room there. I haven't got a clue what she's doing. She might be dozing off. We have been out this afternoon. So I'm sure she'll pop in the chat at one point. Oh God, there's loads here. 13 in already. Right, let's say hello to everybody. Hope everyone's well. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thumbs up and all that. If you're new to the channel, jump in the chat as well. Loads of new subscribers this week. I'll update the board behind me in a bit. Numbers have jumped up, which is amazing because I've been that busy this past week. I've only put 4 vlogs up, and I've got about half a dozen more to put up. So yeah, all good. So Taz, first in off the blocks. How are you, Taz? And Elton, good evening, Anne. Yeah, and Keith. Paul, evening, Paul. How you doing? Nice to have you along. Thank you, mate. Yeah, all good. Dave Buller, sounds a bit echoey, picture great. Ooh, don't know why I'm echoey. Oh, that's odd. I'm in the same room. I'm in the same room. Hope you're well, David. It's Craig's and evening, Craig. Evening, Trisha. Carol Smith. Evening, Carol. How are you doing? You all right? Sue B's in. Hello, Sue. How are you doing? Martin Wask. Picture and sound good. Nice to have you on, Martin. Hope you're well. Who else have we got? Sound good on TV now. Oh, there you go. Ian at home from sunny. Well, is it cloud? I've got some. I know someone who's over in Tenerife at the minute in Los Cristianos. I was speaking to him before, and he said it was a bit cloudy. Is it still cloudy? I saw a little bit of Tim's live this morning on catch up, and it was a bit cloudy in Kawasaki, so I'm assuming it is. Anyway, hope you're having a good time, Ian. Hope you're well. Stuart Donald is in. Sound of pickle good. Thank you, Stuart. Lol. IOI. Keith saying hi to Anne and David. Hope you all, Keith. Hope Kaylee's well. We had a great weekend. Vinny's in. Oh my God, could have given me the heads up about this. Oh, mate, this shirt. I will tell you about the shirt very soon. This is a prized possession, right? A prized possession, a shirt. This is the latest edition, right? 129 number to the collection, right? So yeah, I'll elaborate on the shirt very shortly. Anyway, hope you're well, Vinny. Hope you had a good weekend, mate. Blind now. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. YouTube fan, is Tenerife Tez your dad? Defo a resemblance. No, he's not me dad. I'm sure Tez will be very flattered by that. Oh dear. Jamie Priest, hi mate, guess what? Go for it, Jamie, tell me. I'm intrigued. Just a quick hello in from Puerto de la Cruz, getting ready for a meal. Oh, nice. Have a great time, Ian. Enjoy the meal. Countdown to Tenerife. I saw your post, Keith. 3 more sleeps. Oh, mate. Not that I'm jealous. Well, I am. I'm insanely jealous. right? But have a great time, honestly, Keith. Hope you have a great time, and I hope the sun starts shining and all. Rigger's in, evening Rigger, how you doing? Saw a bit of your vlog, the Scottish one, brilliant, love it. I'm sure somebody will pop a link up. Hope it wasn't too hectic for you. Oh, Taz, honestly, don't even go there. I feel like since last Wednesday night, my feet haven't hit the floor, honestly. Oh my days. And yeah, got a vlog going up. Alan's on my vlogs. Evening, Alan. Hope you're well, mate. All in chat. Hope all well. Yeah, all good. 32 in already. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, first things first. Big welcome, everybody. People old and new. If you're new to the channel, say jump in the chat, say hello. I was, as I said in the post, I think some of you might have seen a post. I was hoping really to go out tonight and take everybody out because we did Sandbanks the other week, the posh bit. And Rigger especially, one you'd be interested in. Over near Sandbanks in Poole, every Tuesday, they have what's called bike night. So it's a big bike meet. And I was hoping to go down there tonight and go live from the bike meet every Tuesday in Poole. But rain has stopped play. I'm sure the bike thing's still going ahead, but I'm a wuss. I cannot be going out in rain, right? I just don't like going out in the rain. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm in my living room, sort of. So yeah, so I can see it now. There's people in the car park outside my back window, and they've got umbrellas on, so it's chucking it down. So I do apologise, everybody. I was hoping, last week to go out, and it was rainy. We had a beautiful weekend. It was absolutely scorchio down here on the south coast Saturday, and yeah, so tonight, this morning, the weather took a turn for the worst, and it's been on off all day. So fingers crossed, guys, for next Tuesday. That was what I was going to do. The other thing we were looking at doing, we were looking at going out of town. Saf and I, we were looking at going to Brighton today. I mentioned it last week. We wanted a day trip to Brighton, and we saw the weather last night, so we didn't even bother sort of planning any further. So and it's going to be a bit grotty for the rest of the week, so I don't know what we're doing yet. But yeah, so that was it. So here I am on the sofa. Let's see who's in. I can see the comments flying in. Oh dear, let's have a look. Good evening, Colin all. Right, we've done Alan. Yeah, so evening, loving the ferry. Looks, holy moly, the hell is that shirt? I will tell you all about this shirt in a minute. This is my latest to the collection, and I'm over the moon with it. Can't wait to tell you. JBM Travels has uploaded again. You got another video, Jake. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Jamie Priest, we've added an extra week on in September. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one. That'll give you more time, won't it? Oh, nice one. Hope you're well, Jamie. That'll be good. I do have some sort of travel news later, if somebody reminds me. Saf and I have been making a few plans. Bike meeting, that shirt, don't think so. No, I wouldn't have worn this. I'd have gone incognito, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have worn this video. I wouldn't have, you know what I mean? Still no rain here. Well, it's chucking it down here, Jay. It has been for the last hour or two. It's great. Did you hear about somebody being rescued from the sea where you live, Col? Was they found dead? It was on news the other day, something like that. Yeah, I'll tell you what that was, Craig, what you're referring to there. Bournemouth town centre is right next to the beach. For those who know Bournemouth, we've got the town, then you've got the beach, right? Like Brighton, right on the beach. And I'm sort of on the west side of town. And where I was working Friday night, I came out of work and there was police everywhere, police helicopters. There was a violent incident down the beach. There was a young lady got stabbed and sadly passed away. There was two stabbings, her and a friend, and one of them sadly passed away. So I think that's what you're referring to, Craig. It's been all over the news. It's one of them things. Knife crime's on the up. The police closed off the beach all last weekend. The west side of the beach they closed off, which was really awful. And I think it's still under investigation. So that's all I know, to be honest with you, mate. I've been so busy and slightly out of town all weekend, but I know half the town is the beach, and that side of town has been closed off to the public while they're going the investigation. And I don't think they've caught the the knife minute yet either, for looking at reports in the paper. So it's really sad. So don't carry knives, kids. Okay, don't carry knives, and get to know where your kids are and all that. Honestly, yes, that's what you're referring to, Craig. Anyway, the Tato pack is from Ulster, not Dublin. Damien Hooper will be having a fit. In the interest of fairness, I've got a Tato Kings pack that Damien, I've still got after most of the crisps Damien give me in March. I'm going to put a Kings Tato's one up there when I get a chance. Rigger's ramblings, I don't take any bikes out if it's raining. That's what I thought, Rigger, because a lot of them are like show bikes and Harleys and choppers and all that. I thought there's not going to be many down there because, you know, it's one of them in it. So one of these Tuesdays, I will go down there. There was two things we were going to do today. We were planning on going to Brighton. That was our initial plan over the weekend, because Saf and I hardly saw each other over the weekend. She was in London. I was at the rugby festival. And our paths were crossing in the early hours of the morning. So we planned a big day out today to Brighton, but the weather knocked that on the head. Then I thought, well, if it's okay here, I'll go out and do a live. And I saw this bike night, and nah. Fingers crossed for next week. Chaz says been raining Swindon. Yeah, honestly, Damien's fuming. Don't worry, Damien. I'll equal things up. Evening, Susan McLaughlin's in. Hope you're both well. We're fine, thank you. Absolutely fine. Saf's in the other room, Damien. I'm not sure she's coming in the chat just yet. I think she's on call to one of her mates or something. I don't know. But yeah, she's perfectly fine. She's been in London. I'll tell you more about what we've been doing in a bit. How are Saf's exams going? She must be nearly finished. Yeah, thanks, Keith. Thanks for asking. She's actually on half term this week. So she finished school last Thursday. She's about halfway through them in terms of number of exams. And they're going really well, thanks, mate. Yeah, doing proper. She's quietly confident in most of them. There's been a couple of tricky ones, hard papers, but she's, confident in the main ones. And she goes back to school, I believe, Monday next week. Then she's got about another week and a half. I think the last one is June the 16th, around there. So she's doing like one a day for about 3 or 4 days a week. So yeah, she's quietly confident, seems happy enough. So yeah, all good. And she's having a week's rest this week. So she had a busy weekend as well. So yeah, all good, thank you, mate. I can't believe you're in me live, Keith. You should be packing your bag, mate. You know what I mean? You got your Dublin outfits to get ready. Great to have you here. Hope you're well. JBM, 25th of June, I'm paying 20% from 3 months of my money I made from YouTube to St. Great Ormond Street Hospital. That's very honourable of you, mate. Well done. Thank you very much. That's brilliant. Good on you. So go and support JBM and watch his videos, because he's donated a bit of dollar to Great Ormond Street. Ericsson, hey bloke, saw you early today heading down past the Bic. Yeah, you would have done, Eric. Yeah, we were heading over towards, where did we go? Heading over towards Southbourne, mate. Went to Southbourne. Joe, Col, can you please give 5 reasons why people give up and find YouTube so hard? Wow, I didn't know they did. 5 reasons. That's tough, isn't it? I think it's because they have too high expectation of what they're going to achieve. That's number one. I think a lot of people start a channel and think they're going to get thousands of subscribers and millions of views straight away just by sitting on the sofa and talking about EastEnders, where in reality we all know it's a little bit more difficult than that. I think that's one reason why a lot of people give up. They think it's going to be a lot easier than what it is, and they get fed up. 2, I think just people just sort of don't think about it enough before they take a channel on, and they run out of ideas for content. 3, what else is that? They find other things to do in life, whether it's other forms of social media like TikTok or whatever. They find other things to do. 4, they find themselves not having the time it requires, because it requires a lot of time, not only just filming, but editing and promoting and pushing your channel and doing lives and stuff. It can take up a lot of time. So I think a lot of people don't realise that as well. And 5th one, what would be my 5th one? Why they find it hard and give up? One when they do make money, I don't think it's as much as they think they were going to make. I know that sort of ties in with one a little bit, but I think some people think they're going to make hundreds of pounds. They can give up work, just go out for an hour a day and film themselves walking into WH Smith and whatever, and they'll earn hundreds of pounds a week when we know it's not like that. So there be five. I might be wrong. Trish is in, yeah. But Ali Bennett's in. Evening, Ali. How you doing? Hope you're well. 50 in. That's huge. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. 50 people in. I've got some bits of news to tell you in a bit, but it's more about you guys. Chat amongst yourselves. Tell me what you're up to, and give me the gossip. But yeah, feel ready to chat away. Just sad and awful too, but yeah, it was awful, Anne. I mean, I'll be honest with you, like anywhere in the UK, right? Like anywhere in the UK, that sort of thing, sadly, it's becoming more and more commonplace. Go back years ago, it was unheard of. Now it seems like places like Bournemouth, it's a massive holiday resort. You've seen my videos. On a nice weekend, like a bank holiday weekend, when it's 20 odd degrees and the sun's out, people come to Bournemouth from all over. We've got literally, Eric is in the chat, he'll back me up on this. We've got literally tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people on the beach on any given sunny weekend day. They come from literally all over. So, it's very hard for the local authorities to manage. And you get a mix of people, they're drinking this, smoking that, mixing, and these things happen, and it's sad. People, to my mind, anybody found carrying a knife in public, right, should be locked up. Simple as that. Locked up, minimum 10 years. Minimum 10 years. No matter what age, no matter what the excuse, there is no excuse for carrying a knife in public, unless you're coming back from a kitchen shop and you've bought a set of canteen cutlery. That's the only reason you should have a knife in public, and even then it should be packaged away. But when it's like a youngster or whatever, or whoever, not just youngsters, but when it's in that context, in that situation, if you're found with a knife, 10 years, whether you've used it or not. Simple as that. Because deterrent is better than what's the after of deterrent? Deterrent is better than punishment, isn't it? You know what I mean? If we can deter people from taking them out in the first place, so police have got to stop and search. If you're found with a knife and you shouldn't have it on you, ta-da, 10 years. But unfortunately, life's not like that, is it? You know what I mean? We prefer to deal with the effect, not the cause, in today's society, which is sad. So yeah, it was awful. Kevin Stamps, evening. Kevin, still in hospital, operation next. I've been told to keep well, both of you. Oh, nice one, Kevin. So, progress, mate. Hope you well, mate. Hope you well. Keep us informed, Kevin. Oh, you've been in a while now. Damien, stomach's getting better. Oh, nice one, Damien. I was going to ask, that was on my list to ask you before you started ripping me shirt. Just waiting for bone test to come back next Wednesday. Nice. Riggers flying out on the 8th with the wife for a couple of weeks. Be happy to escape the terrible weather in the UK. Yeah. Don't blame you, mate. It's awful, isn't it? It's meant to be summer. It's June in a couple of days. We've had, three or four nice warm days, haven't we, up to now? JBM Travels, how's DJing going? Very, very busy, Jay. I'll tell you more in a minute. When I catch up with these comments, now I'll give you the news. Hey, Panda's in. Craig, how are you, mate? What's up? How are you diddling? Funnily enough, Craig, Saf and I were talking about a Cornwall visit today, believe it or not. We were talking about coming down Cornwall. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope family's well. Good to see you in, Craig. Craig Chappell, mate of mine, Panda, as I know him, from down sunny Cornwall on my old Newquay days. Used to lead me astray, as people do. Is Saf in the chat? Everyone's saying hello to Saf. I've not seen a pop-up in the chat. Hang on. Oh, I've knackered up my messages now, everybody. Right. Has it frozen? Right, on my phone are frozen. If they're frozen, I do apologise. Oh, that's a bad signal here. Yeah. So Panda, yeah, we're talking about coming down for a little visit, but we're looking at probably realistically around about August, mate. So hopefully then. Right, I'm back. Right, just let me catch up on these. Oh God, there's millions. I do apologise if I've missed any comments. I really, really do apologise. Right, okay, right. I don't think Saf's in the chat. I think you're just saying, look, she is here. She's in the other room, so she will be listening. Right. Not going to increase Alan's because cops and courts are too soft. Yeah, absolutely. I fully agree. They don't prosecute anyone under 25 in Scotland. Wow, I didn't know that. Keeps nursing a rotator cuff tear at the moment, so I have to rest for a few days. Oh my word. Get yourself right for your break, Keith. Turn the shirt down, Craig. That shirt belongs to the... if anyone's interested in seeing Dublin and Tenerife next week, this is one of the best. Yeah, absolutely, fully agree. And thank you for that. Nice one. Put Keith Stamp there. Don't need a Sky sub, just tune into Cole's shirt. I'm going to tell you about this shirt in a minute. My idea with YouTube is to put on what I find interesting for feeling great. Can't please everyone. Absolutely, Ricky, you're bang on right. All right. If anyone's ever going to start a channel, right, I carry forward the advice that certain, like people like Rick and Kev gave to me. Just get your camera out and film, right? Get your camera out and film. And as long as you enjoy doing it, the rest will follow, okay? And that's all you can do, seriously. And if you want to perfect it and become the next Mac Master or whoever, then yeah, you go down that avenue. If you want to earn a lot of money, nothing wrong with that ambition either. But the main thing is, don't let it become a chore. Enjoy it, seriously. You're bang on right there, Rigger. Eric's YouTube was easy. Pretended to be a happy scouser on holiday in Tenerife and Bob's your uncle. Is that easy? Vinny's off to Krakow. 5 days. Oh, what a jolly. Nice one. 55 in. Thank you very much. Hit the thumbs up. Did you go to Jersey Cow? Eric probably lived in the Jersey Cow. It's one of the only bars they let him in over there. Evie's in. Good evening, Evie. How you doing? Bournemouth is a top tourist destination. You're right, Jay, but as a town, we're treading on dodgy ground at the minute. Okay, with all these incidents and stuff. It goes nowhere, but it's, yeah, absolutely. If you compare Bournemouth hotels to East Bournemouth, the quality are 3 times better. Yeah. What do I think on national service? Right, Vinny, it's one of those subjects that I am very much on the fence with, okay? And the weird thing was, I was talking to Saf about this last night because she brought it up. Oh, Dad, I've read they're bringing in national service. I believe it should be brought in, but I don't think it should be compulsory. But I do believe it should be actively encouraged. To my mind, go back a couple of years ago, kids were given the option, 16-year-olds, when you leave school, you've now got to stay in education or you've got to take an apprenticeship or get a full-time job. They're the 3 choices in, I think, England and Wales, isn't it? Something like that. I think national service should be offered as a constructive third option. Okay, so for some kids who aren't academically, gifted or in that way inclined, right, they might want to get an apprenticeship, but then they might not also want to start on an apprenticeship. They might just seek something else, okay? They might not want to go into the forces. I think it should be geared and structured as an alternative for young people, national service, and it should be encouraged. But if they do implement it, they've also got to recognise times have changed from when it was last a thing. So should they call it national service? I don't know. That's my idea. Nicky's in. Evening, Nicky. How you doing? Recovered from the weekend in Denmark at my leaving meal. Oh, yeah. Moving on, aren't you? Okay, yeah. Catch up soon, Nicky. Drop us a message, no problem. Eric, problem knife crime in areas, the amount of refugees we have here. We do have a high concentration of them in Bournemouth. That is an issue. The majority being from Middle Eastern countries, North African countries, where knives are commonly carried. That's it. It's not their culture, but it's just their thing, innit? It's normal to them. Having said that, that thing at the weekend, Eric, there's no indication as yet it was a refugee or an immigrant. But who knows? But yeah, you bang on. In Bournemouth, a lot of our what were holiday hotels are now housing refugees and stuff. So, and they do, as much as we hate to say it, there are problems with it. Anne's off in June. Everyone's off in June, aren't they? Everyone's going to Tenerife in June. Wish I could. Lynn's in. Good evening, Lynn, in Vegas Grill. I saw you with Matty. Got your photo with Matty, lad. Hope you're having a good time, Lynn. Yeah, Lynn in the chat. She's in Tenerife at the minute. She's been round all the late night spots that I would avoid. You know where I mean. Shropshire Steve. Evening, Steve. How you doing? Hope you're well. Evening, Cole Saffron, everyone. Thank you very much. Yeah, I am easily led astray. Yeah. Eric loves Saf. She's a party cry when it comes. Yeah, I know. Love Cornwall. Right, I'm just trying to catch up. Even Mark Atliff season. How are you, Mark? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. The post box has not been turned round as yet, right? It's honestly, I like the shirt. Got cars up. One of your better ones. Right, I'll tell you about the shirt then, right? Here's the shirt. So, as a lot of you know, I was doing the rugby festival this weekend. Okay. Bournemouth Sevens. If you don't know what Bournemouth Sevens is, have a Google, bournemouthsevens.com. It's an annual event held down here in Bournemouth. It's predominantly a rugby festival, seven-a-side rugby, and you get teams literally from all over the world. I think they've had teams from Nigeria, America, Poland. They've had teams from all over the world in the past, and teams obviously from all over the UK come down. And they call it the Sporting Glastonbury. It's the biggest festival of its kind in the world. So it's sport in the daytime, so rugby, netball, hockey, dodgeball, and then of a night time it turns into Party Central. So you've got 30,000 people over the weekend, and over night time, as I say, they have about 12 different music arenas, like music venues, which are basically huge marquees. So these names won't mean a lot to some of you. But some of the, not being ageist, I'm not having to go at anyone, but to the younger people in the chat, you will have heard of Rudimental, Wilkinson, Joel Corey, and it was massive. It was huge. So I was DJing anyway over the weekend. Ended up doing a couple of a set extra than I originally planned, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so on the afternoon, I was waiting to go on. And they've got like a little village, a little shopping village with like street food outlets and little stalls that you get at festivals selling hippie clothes and all this, that and the other. And they had a shirt stall, not just flowery shirts and dodgy shirts, but just general clothes. And this was on a rail. And I looked at it and I thought, I recognise that shirt. I recognise the make of it. Now, I'm not an expert in flowery daft shirts, but I knew from the sheer design, it's what's called a mambo. It's Australian. It's Australian surfwear. So, and they don't make them anymore. Okay, this will be round about late 80s, early 90s, I'm guessing. And I went over and I asked him how much he wanted for it. I told him I was working on a festival, and he said he wanted £30 for it. And he said, because you're working next door, if you give me a shout out when you DJ, and I'll give it you for £20. So I gave him for £20. I gave him £20 for it, cash. Well, okay, fair enough. So all I suggest you want to do, if you want to have a look at what this shirt's about, go on eBay and Google Mambo Hawaiian shirt men's or Mambo men's shirt, and you'll see why I bought it. Let's put it that way, right? So it's one of two Mambo shirts that I've got. And let's put it this way, it's probably going to have to be kept under lock and key. So yeah, I'll give you a close-up. Oh. Snakes and cars. Check it out. Absolutely stunning. So have a look on eBay. Search men's Mambo shirt on eBay, pattern shirt or Hawaiian shirt, and you'll see why I bought it. One of your better ones. Thank you, Mark. You've got style. Punch the thumbs up and smack the subscribe. Well said, Vinny. 60 in the chat. Absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, people, for joining in. Yeah, so the rugby festival, absolutely brilliant. Got there Saturday afternoon. The sun was shining. The sun came out right on time. It was like 20 odd degrees. I did 5 till 7 Saturday afternoon. They sort of section part of the festival off for what's called the VIP area. So you get extra things in the VIP area, like karaoke. And they had all sorts of bar games and extra DJs on, so you do pay a little bit extra for the tickets. I was actually put in that this year, so it was a smaller tent I was in, like a smaller marquee, but it was for a more select crowd. So I did 5 till 7, and then I had a gig Saturday night over in Poole at my mate Phil's pub, and then Sunday I did a little bit of standing in, and then I did another set of sort of 5:30, 5:45 till about 7:30 Sunday. Again, sun was shining, got some great footage, and then I had a gig at my Friday night venue on Sunday night, so I had to rush from that over to where I was Sunday night. So yeah, it's a case of like, 7 gigs in 4 or 5 days, so I was absolutely shattered yesterday. But yeah, all went really well. Absolutely fantastic experience at Bournemouth Sevens. Loved every second of it. It couldn't have gone any better. I've done a vlog, I've done an edited vlog. Sadly, the sound on it's not great because I had to use a microphone, because if I was walking round, I was in, like I say, I was in the VIP arena, and when you walked out of that, you're in it's just like a music festival. You've got to imagine it. It's these huge marquees, and it's like one big sound clash. And I was like trying to speak to people on the camera, and all you could hear was the music over me. So I had to actually use a mic, like Tim uses, one of these, where they isolates the background, and the background sounds a bit crappy, but you can actually hear what I'm saying and what the other people are saying, which is the main thing. I did some backstage stuff. I got some backstage footage. I went up on some of the other DJs' decks as well, giving you some views of, the crowds and all this, that and the other. So yeah, I've put most of it together. So I'm hoping to finish it off tonight, stroke tomorrow. So that'll be up tomorrow night. So look out for that one. It's Bournemouth Sevens. I'll put that vlog up tomorrow. I've also got an interview with the guy who owns and runs the festival, Dodge Woodall. Hooked up with him for sort of 10-20 minutes. And he kind enough to give me an interview, which was really good. So yeah, over the moon with it, and fingers crossed, hopefully looking forward to next year. That was my 7th time I've DJ'd at that festival. And I've also, off the back of it, I've had an inquiry about attending another rugby festival as well later in the summer, which is very much in the inquiry stage at the minute. So hopefully I'll be doing another one later in the summer, which will be good. So there you go. So that was while I was there, Saf was in London with friends. She went to one of these comic conventions where they dress up in costumes. I was there last year. I've done a vlog on it. So she was in London for the best part of the weekend. So she really enjoyed it. She came back as knackered as I came back from the festival. So yeah, so we've just had a catch-up day yesterday and today. Last night we went out and sat by the beach with a takeaway, and we ended up staying out longer than we planned. So that's it. So that was the weekend. Look out for the vlog coming. If not tonight, I don't think it's going to be tonight. I've got quite a bit of footage. I've got 2 days footage to condense into one vlog, so that'll be on tomorrow. Right, let's see some comments. Maria Ayres is in. Good evening, Maria. I'm going to shoot through these. If I miss any, I do apologise. There's loads of you in. 58 in. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Colin's in. Greetings from rainy Cumbria. Nice one, Colin. Where the locals have webbed feet and a wedding present is a wetsuit. I love it. Nice one, mate. Oh, so I'll nick that one, Colin, if you don't mind. Any news, bud? Off soon. News about what, Damien? About the Sevens. I think that's it. Fair play, mods, good job. I'm assuming I've missed something. Julie Curran's in. Good evening, Julie. Good evening. All right, Mike. Hello, Mike. Hope you're well. National service could be a disaster. Taking young people, yeah, must teach them, yeah. Yeah, Eric, bang on agree with you. I did say it's going to have to be re-engineered, isn't it? It's going to have to be restructured because things have moved on in society. 7 weeks until my next Tenerife trip. Nice one, Mike. Nice one. Nice shirt. Thank you, Julie. 8 p.m. Hope Saf is in bed. Be a responsible parent. Mark, don't get me on that one. Don't get me on that one, baby. I won't tell you what time we went out for something to eat the other night after the festival. Oh my, well, let's put it this way. It was getting light when we came back. Wayne's lifestyle evening. What's going on with the stabbings in your town? Yeah, we were just talking about it earlier, Wayne. It's awful, absolutely awful. What was once Britain's premier holiday resort? You know, I don't know. Honestly. Kids need more discipline, but parents aren't allowed. Well, I'll tell you something, Susan. Do you know what? If any of my kids were outside these doors with a knife in their hand, I'd kill them. It'd be me up on a murder charge, not them. I'd rather me be up than them. That's the way I look at it. When I was a kid, I wouldn't have gone out with a knife. You know what I mean? I've heard of Rudimental. That's it. Yeah, Rudimental, brilliant. They did a great set. Cheers, Damien. H10 Conquistador, never stayed there. I've heard good things about it. Patrick's in. Good evening, Patrick. How are you doing? Get well soon, Damien. Hope so, mate. Damien, I'll drop you a message if you're still listening. Travel with Taz, what does your channel do? Taz goes everywhere. She's like JBM. Nice shirt, but nice with the sunshine. 100% Susan. Great shirt. Thank you, Trisha. Trisha, this is a vintage Australian one, this. And, yeah. Did the store owner have binoculars around his neck? I've searched men's Mambo, but something else popped up. You're looking on the wrong website, Vinny. We have concerts and gigs all through the open week at various locations in the town. Some good acts on. Oh, yeah, nice one, Alan. Yeah. Review budget. Oh, there you go. Mambo number 5. Mambo shirts are expensive. Yeah, honestly, they're mental. Fancy heading over to Tenerife early September, going for my delayed birthday trip, as I might get that quiz through the summer, so I've got to go out to finish. I said I'd take Nicola. September's not good for me, Eric. I've got Saf starting college on the 2nd week. Well, I'm assuming she's going to go to college. If not 6th form, it'll be the 2nd week. I'm looking between now and then, to be fair. Why don't you do a premiere on one of the videos, Cole? Yeah, possibly, Anne. I'm going to get my head together. What I've seriously got to do, regarding vlogs, while we're on the subject, what I'm going to do later, I've still got a few Tenerife ones. I've got 2 or 3 Tenerife ones to put up as well, still. And it was about, 2 years ago I was there. I'm going to have a look later at what footage I've got, what vlogs I've got. I'll knock up a list. I've got about 3 or 4 to go up. And then I'll sort of put them in the order in which I think you guys would like to see them. Okay, that's probably the best way of doing it. And because what I need to do between now and the weekend is really get as much up as I can and clear the memory off my phone, and then just get them done and dusted before they get too old. And then, because as of next week, I've got loads of things coming up that I need to film for the channel. I've got loads and loads of stuff. And there's trips in the offing as well for me and Saf. So breaking news, you heard it here first. Saf and I are planning an imminent trip abroad. She finishes give you a clue as to when she finishes her exams, around about 17th of June. So it'll be round about after that date. We've just got to, what's a term? Dot the I's and cross the T's. So we've got that one in the pipeline. So yeah, and we've got loads of stuff to film between now and then. So I need to get this backlog cleared. So a premiere is a good idea, Dan. Yeah. In fact, I'll write that down. Premiere. Lovely jubbly. Knee update, please. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for asking. Knees are absolutely fine. My blood clots are fine. I've been hitting the medication. I've been drinking me 3 pints with the exception of Sunday, because I was going to come home Sunday night after the festival, but Eric kept me out. With the exception of Sunday, I've been drinking me 3 to 4 pints of water a day. Medication's absolutely banging. All I've got is some bruising on my left knee. The other clots, touch wood, it's a wooden table, touch wood, have all but diminished. Fit to fly, fit to run, and fit to have some fun. Thank you for asking, Jay. There was a troller missed. Okay, well done to whoever untrolled the troll. Is Eric going to do another vlog with Nicola? I'd rather just Nicola do the vlog, to be fair. Webby's in. Evening, Webby. Nice shirt. Thank you, mate. Hope you're well, mate. Webby, I saw your message before. I've not opened it yet. It's on my other phone, mate, the one that I'm filming on. As soon as I come off the live, I'll reply. Germany is debating whether to reintroduce their version of national service as well. Yeah, I'm all for it, as long as A, it's not compulsory, B, it's offered as an alternative to the young people, and C, whoever administers it and orchestrates it and puts it into place, like Eric touched on, appreciates that we've changed as a society since there was last national service. It has to be totally revamped and rethought, and it's got to be a positive thing that kids want to do and get something out of the other end. Even if that means to taught not to carry a knife. Yeah, I think, yeah. I used to go out of a pen knife, but I did go to Sea Cadets, different kettle of fish, you know what I mean? We all evening. Just Rick's on. Evening, Rick. How you doing? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with my comments, Rick. We've been going off on tangents, mate. Hope you're well, mate. If I can just give a shout out to Rick, have a look at his channel. He's brought up a new initiative. I forget what you call it, Rick. You can put a comment in and stick a link up, Rick. Men's room only, men's chat. Is it on a Sunday, Rick? I think I saw. Where it's a chat room for the guys to go on. You can do it anonymously, or you can not do it anonymously, and you can go on and basically it's a room for men to talk. Issues, anything, and it's an absolutely fantastic idea by Rick, being the human that he is, and I'll be right behind you and supporting that, Rick. Well done. Great idea. Fantastic idea, mate. We're planning to go second for 10 days. So yeah, if that's September, Eric, I'm not going to be able to do it, not with SAF. Sick form, college, blah, blah, blah. Vinny has to clear the memory on his phone. Adrian Ball is in. Oi, oi, Cole Mush. Give it up, you big sausage, Josh. Let's have a banger, buddy boy. Big up, Cole, lad. Go on. Yes, nice one, Adrian. How you diddling? Hope you well, mate. Hope you well. Hope you're good, Adrian. Good to see you, man. Eric Carter, it's fun. I've got no idea if I ever do not as pretty. I'm not professional, mate. Hey, there's professionals in this chat, Eric, and it ain't me. Rick's the professional vlogger. I do what Rick told me to do when he first pushed me into flipping vlogging. I just open my camera and shoot, mate. You know what I mean? No, it's good fun, and the men's room. That's it, Rick. The men's room. I do apologise. That, Rick, to be honest with you, mate, over the weekend, I've had one massive weekend with gigs. That is the only vlog I've actually watched from start to end in full. It just, for whatever reason, caught my eye. Mate, you've got my full support on it, and I wish you well with it, honestly, seriously. Great idea. It is a fantastic idea. This challenge full of genuine people. Have I missed the troll? I'm always too far down up the comments to see what goes on. I miss it, don't I? I'm sure I'm not missing much. Sunday, 10:30. Yes, nice one. Feel free to stick a link up, Rick, if you want to. You know, not a problem. And what I'll do, I'll share it as well before the time. I'll share it, mate. There you go. Yeah, Eric's one good thing's teaching discipline and respect. That is the main thing behind it. It's got to be, hasn't it? You know, for young people, discipline and respect. And if you've got those two values, you're not going to walk out with a knife out your house, are you? You know what I mean? Oh, yes, you are, Cole. What have I said now, Trisha? All right, Craig's in. Evening, Craig. Just here watching while cleaning my golf clubs. Are you going up to see Alan? 2 weeks until I'm golfing in Tenerife. Nice. 2 weeks. Oh, everyone's going over, aren't they? Nice to hear. It's great to hear everyone's making plans to go over. You know, you can all go and bully Rick on his karaoke. Yeah, great to hear. I'm looking seriously, probably, Saf and I are planning a trip, not to Tenerife. We're going to plan a trip in July. We're doing Cornwall in August. there's a couple of other things in the offing as well. Tenerife possibly later, later in the summer or even later in the autumn once she's settled into college. I can't wait to go back there, to be fair. Absolutely, as you all know, love the place. Hope Shell as well, Rick, as well, by the way. I hope Meg's well. I saw a little bit of Meg's vlog the other day while I was out and about. So feel free to stick links up, as I say. There was something else I was going to talk to you about, but it's gone clean out my head. It'll come to me in a minute. We'll come up to nearly the hour anyway. So I think that's about it. Figures. I want to say a massive thanks to everyone for the new subscribers. Absolutely banging. I'll get the figures up now. YouTube. Is it going to let me? I've got if this is buffering, guys, by the way, I've got an absolutely terrible signal tonight. I can't get nothing. So, latest figures, 4,760 subscribers. 69,600 watch time hours. Analytics. And it's not telling me the views for some reason. Oh, there we go. Total views. It looks just whirling round. Terrible internet signal. I'm sort of down the back end of Bournemouth, I think. Oh, here we go. 812,000 views. 812,406. So massive thank you. Over the past week, there's been about another 25 odd new subscribers, and it's just surged in the views as well. Considering I've only put a couple of vlogs up, that's absolutely thanks. So massive thank you for everyone's support. And as always, a big thank you to Anne and whoever else is blocking out the trolls and adding all the links. So that is superb. Thank you for that. Try and get back in my chat so I can see your comments. Lynn Rowlands is in. Good evening, Lynn. What's a troll? Thought they were a Norwegian folklore beastie. Eric, a troll's like a villain who comes in a chat and does daft things. We have them. The weather needs to improve, guys. It's shocking at the moment. Has been for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, Eric was over there, Rick. I don't think he met up with you, mate. He said he had one sunny day. Evening, Colin Saff says, Lynn, thank you, Lynn. Hope you're well. Hope Paul's well. Just where was that? First on cooking. We've got to sort your car thing out soon. Yes, mate. Keep that one under wraps, Eric. That is one of the things I've got. Yeah, that's one of the things I've got on the boil. Yeah, I'll give you a shout before the weekend, mate, on that. Benidorm is the new Tenerife. I was chatting to Kevin this morning. Scotsman Kev, very briefly by text and WhatsApp message, whatever you call it. I'm looking at Benidorm, but I'm in two minds. It's not somewhere I want to carry on going, but I've never been. I've watched Kevin's vlogs. Obviously, I've watched Lee's vlogs. I've watched what's her name, the girl who Kevin knows over there. Is it Lucy? I've watched her vlogs. And it looks absolutely great, to be fair. It looks absolutely stunning. The old town and the beach and, obviously the nightlife. But yeah, I'll probably do Benidorm at some point this year. Definitely. It's not somewhere I'd want to go for a week or 2 weeks. So, it's going to just be a few days trip over there and have a night out and do some filming and have a look round, you know what I mean? But yeah, Benidorm. Is it the new Tenerife? There's a question. Kevin's probably in a better position to answer that one. Is there such thing as a new Tenerife? Because, Benidorm's existed as a resort for years, as has Tenerife, hasn't it? So, I don't know. I might want to update the app, as I had trouble earlier. And there's, nice one. Thank you, Taz. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. I didn't know there was an update. I thought it automatically updated. Jamie Priest, wait till the 14th of September. Nice, yeah, because Jamie's going out for extra time. Yeah, you meet up with Eric, Jamie. He'll take you to the Jersey Cow. He'll take you to Rick's karaoke, mate. Not a problem. Just need 120 for the 1,000, Cole. Get in there. Oh, nice one, Alan. Okay, in that case then, if you're in the chat, if you're in the background and you've not subscribed to Alan's Homemade Vlogs, go and give him a subscribe. Let's get him to the 1,000. Nice one, Alan. You will get there. Keep going. Sat here watching with sunglasses on in an expensive shirt. Lynn's in Tenerife in 3 weeks. Rick, Kevin's off to Mallorca this weekend. Yeah, he did say. Yeah, nice. The jet-setting lifestyle he leads. Rick, shingles has taken a hold, so I'm resting this month. I thought you'd shook it off, Rick. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I thought you'd shook it off because you look on when you were walking the dog, talking about your new men's room. You look pretty healthy and dapper, mate. Sorry to hear that. Get some vitamins down your neck, mate. You know what I mean? Catherine Vincent, straight in. No, Tenerife is the best place. Well, I've never been to Tenerife, so I honestly can't say. But from what I've seen on people's vlogs and videos, I'm biased though, right? You know what I mean? I'd agree with you, Catherine. Having said that, you know, I'm always open to new places. I used to love Mallorca many moons ago. I did a few gigs over in Magaluf before the Brexit thing came in. And Magaluf is absolutely, Magaluf is like Las Americas. Don't believe all you read about it, okay? Yes, it has pub crawls and all the silliness, but that area of Mallorca, Magaluf and Palma Nova, around there, it's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful, and the people are lovely. So, you know, I love it there as well, and I've not been there for years. Ibiza's another place. I used to go to Ibiza a lot in me, you know, a few years ago when I was in my early 20s, very early 20s. I used to go there. Absolutely stunning. So, you know, all these places they're all in their own right, aren't they? I think that's the best way of putting it. If you want a headache, go to Benidorm. It can't be any louder than Veronica's though, can it, Trisha? You know what I mean? Get well soon, Rick. Go to Benidorm. You might get to like a tanned leather handbag. I don't go brown though, do I, Eric? I just go pink and red. It's okay, lingering side effects like lethargy and aches, so I thought I would take a month off. That's old age, that, Rick. That's nothing to do with your shingles. That's a lifestyle you lead. Only joking, mate. The go home tourist fingers started in Ibiza and Mallorca, I heard. Right, Stuart, I'll tell you what, right? I can't speak for Ibiza, but I spent quite a bit of time in Mallorca. And without going into Eric's obsession with my age, but go back 20 years ago when I was spending a bit of time in Mallorca, there was graffiti on the walls then. Tourists go home and this, that and the other. It was there then. And no doubt, it's all calmed down a bit now. You know, with we've got an election coming up in the UK, right? There's other stuff going on in the UK at the minute, right? So it's gone off the news. It's gone off the news radar. It's gone off the tabloid media radar. So no doubt after the election, and it's summertime, and we've had a heat wave, and they haven't got a report about the heat wave, it'll probably pop up in the UK tabloid media then about tourists go home. It's always there. I'm sure Rick will agree. There's always that little undercurrent of people who live in resort areas who cannot stand tourists, and they put a bit of graffiti on the walls, and it gets blown up out of proportion. Believe it or not, Eric will back me up on this one as well, I'm sure. There's people who live in Bournemouth who hate tourists. And, you know, Bournemouth's introducing a tourist tax, by the way. Yeah, like the Balearics and that. The local hotels are implementing a tourist tax on any visitors who are here not for business purposes and staying over 3 days. That's how much we think of tourists. No problem, Alan. Get Alan to 1,000, everybody. Yeah, take some time out, Rick. Health first. Love Palma Nova. Yeah, I agree with you, Susan. Palma Nova is absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Emma Glover's in. Good evening, Emma. Emma, we were looking at Brighton today, but it's chucking it down, as I'm sure you know. We've had to postpone. I'll keep you updated. Went to Benidorm once years ago and now do Tenerife 2 or 3 times a year. Yeah, is there much difference? Kevin says there is. Kev's sort of take on it, I think, is the entertainment and nightlife is a lot bigger and brighter and starrier in Benidorm, which obviously it's a bigger resort than Las Americas or what have you. But he's still sort of a Tenerife man at heart, isn't he? Yeah. Thank you, Ant. Please support me and hit the thumbs up. 56 in, we had 60 odd in at one point. Absolutely phenomenal. Right, I started these lives back in, I think it was about August. I was shaking like a leaf in front of my telly, and we were getting like 20, 25 people in. Now they regularly, easily double that figure each week, so it's phenomenal. I take inspiration from, I'm not kissing his backside because he's in, but I take inspiration a lot from Rick and Tim when they do lives. I've watched Rick and Shelley's Thursday Hoppies live go absolutely huge, right? And it just shows that it is a numbers game. Stick at it. And I just want to say massive thanks to everyone for tuning in. Tuesday night, Rick's normally working his backside off doing karaoke, so they don't get much chance to do a midweek evening live. So I thought I'll take the baton going forward and just give everyone a chance to get together and chat. So that's what it's all about. Back when I was an embryo. The pavements are stickier in Magaluf compared to Las Americas. Yeah, they're about to say Magaluf Strip, right? Mind you, they've jet washed them all down now. My mate was there last week, and he sent me some photos, and they were out jet washing the pavements. They do it every night apparently on Magaluf Strip now, at 4 a.m. People are still out then. I don't know why they're doing it then. Eric says he knows my birth date. No, whatever. Edinburgh's just about to vote in a tourist tax. Wow. You don't get tourists in Scotland, do you? Only joking, before Trisha has a go. Patrick Moran, Magaluf, BCM Disco had graffiti. No dogs, no Irish when you... Yeah. I DJ'd in a bar, not right next door, but almost next door to BCM's. And it was like the feeder pub to BCM's. And actually round the back of the bar, the back sort of wall of the bar was shared with about 3 or 4 other bars and takeaways. And there was anti-tourism graffiti all over it. They were forever whitewashing it because it used to back onto a hotel. Quite a well-to-do hotel, if I remember right, and it had anti-tourism tax all over it in the early 2000s. And it probably wasn't even put there by the locals, because the locals were lovely. Catherine Vincent, love Mallorca. We'll be there next month for a couple of weeks, but still love Tenerife better. Yeah, Mallorca is more seasonal, isn't it, I believe? It's sort of, Mallorca's nice and hot April to sort of October, whereas, as we all know, or most of us know, Tenerife is beautiful all year round. Thank you for your advice, sorry, October. I'm glad you got it sorted, Anne. Yeah, Anzo, yeah, nice one. I definitely think tourist tax should be into England, yeah. It's a split thing down here, Susan. The local people in Bournemouth, where it's going to be implemented soon, some are saying it'll put people off coming here. Some are saying, as long as the money is wisely invested back into the town and not into councillors' back pockets or their cronies, it's a good thing. I don't know, my honest answer. Sorry, Trisha, I was only joking. I remember going to BCM first week it opened. That's showing my age. Blimey, Eric. I've been to Santa Ponta. Santa Ponta was nice as well. There we go. Right, okay, so I think we've hit the hour there, guys. So, apologies for no amazingly massive news. So, quick recap. Saf's absolutely fine. I think by the sounds of it, she's actually asleep. She's absolutely shattered, I've got to be honest with you. I'm going to do the Rugby Sevens vlog tonight. Probably going to go up tomorrow. I can't remember if I've got 2 or 3 Tenerife vlogs. I've got one from a different part of Tenerife, and I've got a Veronica's type sort of vlog going up as well. I've got that to go up, a late night one. And I think I've got another one tucked away somewhere. So I've got 2 or 3 Veronica's vlogs. I do need to get them up because 1, they're going to be out of date. And 2, I know people like to see them. So they're going to go up this week, as is my Bournemouth Sevens one. And then next week, I'm starting fresh. I've got a couple of projects, one of which I've volunteered Eric to possibly help me out with. Which is going to be, I'm going to do something that's completely nuts, right? In the next few weeks, hopefully, and some of you will go, oh wow, what a great idea. Some will go, you must be mad, right? So look out for that one. It's going to be fun. It's whatever I do, daft stuff, right? Bear in mind, guys, if it's going for a 2 o'clock burger with Saf, or if it's walking over fire or whatever, bear in mind, it's just for a laugh, right? It's not just to show off to the channel. It's just for a laugh and just to do daft stuff and just have a bit of fun. Right, so when you see me doing this, it might look a bit risky, but it's not, right? I do calculated risks. So look out for that one. Eric's hopefully going to pitch in with that. We'll have a laugh doing that, Eric. And then, yeah, that's about it. And then I've got we've got trips planned, I promise you. I've had to delay things with exams and my knee and my leg, but we're over it now. Saf's halfway through the exams and looking forward to getting away. Really need to get away. And somebody sent me a message last week, can't remember who it was, saying, can I do a live stream of the karaoke nights? Oh my word, if I'd have done the live stream of this weekend's karaoke nights, it would have been amazing. I just didn't have it prepared. Yes, I will do. I've got the full go-ahead for my Friday venue. Just need to tweak a couple of things. Don't think it'll be this weekend, but I'm aiming for the weekend after to do a live stream of a Friday karaoke night, okay? It's nice and busy in the bar now, with it being summer, so I'm hoping to do that as well. And look out for that. I'll let everybody know when that's going to go ahead. Right, one quick blast at the comments, then I'll let you all enjoy your Tuesday. 50 still in, I hate letting you go. Yeah, Santa Ponce Bueller. Saw you comment on Rick's mental health vlog about being a stand-in. Just so I reckon you. Oh yeah, cheers Rewind. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, I offered that to Rick. It's Rick's baby. You know, if it's something that goes off, I'm sure when Rick puts this plan into action, like everything he touches with his Midas touch, it's going to be a massive success because I think it's something greatly needed. And I said that because I know Rick, when he's back in work, he throws himself into his job and he's got a massively busy lifestyle, you know, with Shelley's stuff and his daughters and stuff and everything else he does. He does 1,000,001 things out of YouTube. And in terms of continuity, if there's 1 week he can't do it, if him and Shelley are away or that he's not well or whatever, then it's just another line of defence. And, you know, that stands. So if Rick wants to do that, yeah, fine. Enjoy Tenerife, Keith. Yeah, absolutely, Keith. If I don't see you before, Keith, have a great time over there in the sunshine in that wonderful apartment of yours. Love to suck all by everyone. Yeah, thank you, Anne. Big thank you to Anne and all the other people with Spanners who are looking after the channel. Have a great time. Will do, catch up. Yeah. Cheers, JBM. Thanks for joining in. Emma, still thinking of coming to Brighton this week. Doesn't look like, Emma, because I'm working every night now and the weather's absolutely awful. We were looking at it. If we were going to come this week, it was going to be today. And then we looked at a week on Saturday when I'm off. But Saf's got other plans, so I'll keep you posted, Emma. We will be up soon. Thank you, Tricia. Cheers, Colt. No problem, Rick. Lovely job. All right, listen, everybody. Have a great week. Okay. Thanks, Rick, for popping in. Appreciate your support, mate. Keep in touch. Cheers for Eric. Thanks for Anne for doing all the troll work and everything else. And above all, a massive thank you to everybody for tuning in, watching the videos, bumping the figures up and just supporting the channel. It's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to have you along. There are vlogs going up this week. Look out. The Bournemouth 7 ones is an absolutely fantastic vlog. Rick, if you're still watching, I did the festival, the rugby festival, 30,000 people karaoke. It was absolutely nuts. Great time. All right, listen. Have a great week, everybody. I'll try and do another live maybe at the weekend. If the weather's better, we'll go out and about. As I say every week, a massive thanks and watch everybody's content, especially Rick's on his men's project. That's brilliant. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you pretty soon. For me and Saf, love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your